So guys, Casual Cubing here. Today I'm gonna be teaching you more ZBLLs. This is gonna be the fourth subset of the T-Zbll series, in which this doesn't have an official name, just like T3, so we'll consider this T4. For the subset, what you can see is that we have these two matching and these two opposites. So there are 12 cases for this subset. And yeah, let's get into each one of them, as I have the first one set up. 1 second. Now this is the first case. This will be your normal COLL alg if you know full COLL. If not, then I recommend you learning full COLL first. Then you can come back here and actually learn all the ZBLLs. So for the condition, we look at the back over here and see that these two are opposites and these two are opposites. And obviously we are going to recognize the corner permutation. That is, these two are matching and these two are opposites. Or you can also hold it from this angle and see that there's like a checkerboard pattern over here with these three pieces, as you can see. So if you were to twist the corners, then you have a T perm. Honestly, I thought that was going to be an E perm, but yeah, okay. Anyways, we see that we got an opposite pattern over here, and then if you look back here, these are also opposites. So that's a pretty easy way to identify. Hold it from this angle and execute this algorithm. Hopefully I didn't do it too fast. So essentially for the case, what you're gonna do is do an F double Shrek, and then like if you know the alternate arc for this whole then just transition into it like so, or U prime, R prime, U prime, and then just do the first four moves of a JB prime like this. If you do not understand, then I can break it down one more time. F Shrek, insert this pair, U prime, and then do the first four moves. 1 second. Then do the first four moves of the JB perm like this. Those are the first four moves of the JB perm, R, U, R prime, F prime, because you may know it from like full PLL. And let me just set it up on this cube so I can show you what it would look like if it were faster. Oh yeah, let's get into the second case. Okay, so for the second case, 1 second, wrong case, sorry. Essentially, I have this setup over here. There we go. I've set it up on both cubes now, so we can have a look at it pretty easily. First of all, what I would like to notice is that if I do an H prime, then we get case 1. This is case 2 and case 1. Well, I'm going to show you recognition. In case 1, we obviously had like this was opposite to this and this was opposite to this. But now if I have case 2 over here, then we see that we have this one matching with here and this one matching with here. It doesn't matter which side you look at it from, like from the left or right, for this pseudo block recognition, where these two and these two are matching with each other, like these two matching and these two matching. So you can also identify it. Let me just set up case 1. 1 second. So over here in case 1, this is case 1 and this is case 2. In case 1, we had like these two same, and this was opposite to these two in terms of color, but we have these three the same color over here for case 2. Now for case 1, we held it from this angle. Now I've set up case 2 on that cube also, but for case 2, we keep it from this angle for the algorithm, which goes like this. So essentially, it may not be that easy to break down, but don't worry, I'll help you get through it. All right. So first, you're gonna take out this front pair like this. You two. Separate these two. You two. Insert this corner. And if you know how to insert this piece like this, then while inserting this corner, you can just transition into that like this. Now I can break it one more. Now I can break it down one more time, just a little bit more quickly. Like take front pair out, U2, separate, U2, and if I insert the corner, then I'll have this insert for this edge. So while inserting the corner, I can just transition R U prime, R2 prime, F prime, or reverse Shrek, and then F. So faster, I think it would look like this. All right, now let's get into third case. Okay, so for case 3 and case 4, they're mirrors of each other. So if you just learn one of them, then you can also execute the mirror version. So if you hold it from the back, we're gonna go over case 3, where we have the block on the right hand side. Case 4 has the block on the left hand side, which yeah, okay, 1 second. There we go. It's set up. So now this is case 3, and these both are case 3s. All right. So for case 3 recognition, same corner permutation, you have this big block over here. That's the thing, along with opposites on this side. So what I want you to do, recognition is pretty straightforward. So I'll go over it one more time. Corner permutation is obviously still the same for this whole video. We got this block and opposites on the left. Now we do a U prime to keep the block at the back, opposites at the front, and then just execute an algorithm like this. One second. So if you know this AA perm, as you can see, if you know this A perm, which goes like this, then it's basically the same thing, but all the U's and U primes are replaced with U2s. So we just rotate and then do the A perm alg, but all the U's are replaced with U2s. And remember, it's the block with the right side, all right? So block at the back and then just execute algorithm. Let me just do one more breakdown. It's kind of like, okay, just let me just set it up. Okay, so this is the T-Zbll I'm teaching you, and this is an AA perm. So it's kind of like an A perm, with the exception that all the U's are U2s like this. Hopefully you saw the difference. Now I'm gonna get into the fourth one. So there we go. Let's get into case 4, where we have this recognition point. Oh wait, I forgot to show you what case 3 will look like faster. So faster it will look like this. Pretty fast, right? Now let's get into case 4 right here. Okay, so for case 4, if we hold it like this, then we see the blocks on the left instead of the right, like in case 3. Let me just set up. This is case 3 with the block on the right. Case 4 has the block on the left. So yeah, essentially this is just going to be the mirror, where we keep the block at the back like this, opposites on the right over here, but we're going to keep them at the front. So you can just kind of do the lefty A perm alg with the exception of U2s like this. Hopefully I'm not doing it too fast. If you mirror algs like I do for T-Zbls, then you can just apply the same alg of case 3 onto case 4, just like mirroring the algorithm instead. Like this is an AA perm for lefties, but with the exception of all U's being replaced with U2 is this T-Zbll, which goes like this. Now it's best if you know how to do double flick for these with your ring pinky like this. 1 second. And make sure you are actually able to do this with both hands, because this will be important, like this. Honestly, for the right hand I use my brother ring, but left hand I use pinky ring. So it's best if you know how to do the pinky ring on both hands, but mine's just preference with middle and ring. All right, so anyways, just like I taught you before, it's just like an A perm. Now I'm gonna try to make it a little bit quick while trying to actually teach you guys valuable stuff. So yeah, if you know the A perm, that's the AB perm for right-handed solvers, but for left-handed, that's just kind of like a lefty A perm. So I'm just gonna go over the algorithm one last time before moving on to the next case. So here it is. Now this is what it would look like if it were faster. All right, now let's get into case 5 and case 6. Now case 5 and case 6, especially case 6, may be a little bit annoying to execute and maybe recognize, but you get the recognition down as you get more experience with recognizing ZBLLs. So this is case 6, this is case 5. Let's do case 5 over here. Now if we hold it from this angle, then we don't really see anything significant at all. Corner permutation is still obviously the same, but the key difference, one second. The key difference over here, as you do not see anything over here really, other than like these two being opposite and matching here for case 1, and these two being opposite and matching here for case 5, and just like in case 2. Now the significant thing over here is that we have these opposites over here, unlike for case 2. So yeah, we have opposites on the right, and we keep the opposites at the front for the case 5 algorithm, which goes like this. So essentially, it may be a little bit confusing at first, but we're gonna take the back pair out like this. U prime, F, U prime, pair them up, U, F prime, and insert this back. Now it seems a little confusing. I know, I also struggled, but I'm telling you, this sag is worth learning. All right, even though it may be a little confusing, it's short, and yeah, it'll be easy once you actually understand my breakdown, which I'm going to do yet again. Back pair out, U prime, F, U prime, pair these up, U, F prime, and then we're going to insert this into the back. Now this is what it would look like if it were faster. Remember, you have like these two matching and these two matching, and these are also matching with each other. This is kind of like a case 2 reference, but it has opposites on the right. But if you're holding it from this angle, then you can clearly see this bar over here. It's towards the left, and you can see opposites on the left. If you get the ZBL from this angle after doing ZBLS, or just getting a lucky edge orientation skip. So you can see the bar over here on the left. If it's on the left from this angle, then you have this algorithm. Otherwise, if it's towards the right, like this, then you have case 6. So this is case 5. One second, let me actually try that again. All right, let's do that again. Here it goes. See, even I lock up on that. I mean, like, it's not that hard, but it'll take time to get used to it. All right, just like how other ZBLs obviously take time to learn. Let's move on to case 6, which I'm gonna set up right here. Oh wait, no, I set up the wrong case. There we go. Case 6 setup. Let's have a look at this. So if you hold it from here, just like I said for case 5, once again I actually had to take a seat. You see that this would be matching with this, like a bar on the left, but we see a bar on the right this time. And if we were to hold it from here, we have the same case 2 reference, just like for case 5, but instead of having opposites over here, we have opposites on the left side. Now, just like for case 5, we want to keep the opposites on the front, but if you get it from this angle, after like obviously finishing F2L, or maybe even doing ZBLS, like so, then you see the bar on the right, like a bar going towards the right, and you obviously see opposites on the right. with this COL, then you know that this is case 6. Or if you get it from here, then you see their opposites on the left and corner permutation. That's already enough for you to know that this is case 6. So the algorithm, hold it from here, it goes like this. So essentially, sorry for the algorithm, it may be just like pure lefty moves with some F moves because, yeah, okay, I was a little too lazy to learn any other algorithm. So I just mirrored case 5 algorithm. So you can just do the lefty version of case 5's algorithm. Let's see. So there we go. This is case 5 and case 6, as you can see, bar difference. This is 5, this is 6. And if we hold from this angle, opposites are on the right for case 5 and they're on the left for case 6. Alright. So if you know case 5 algorithm, then you must know case 6's algorithm, because that's just a mirror like this. Take the back pair out in the back left slot, U, F prime to separate them, U prime, U, pair them up, U prime, F, and then insert the pair into the back slot. Let me go over that one more time. Take this back pair out, U, F prime to break this apart, U, R prime, L, U prime, L prime to pair this up, U prime, F, and then insert this. So, yeah, okay. So, that's it for case 6. Let me just show you what it will look like faster by setting it on my faster cube, my GAN V100. You can get this at the cubicle. So yeah, it will look like this. Yeah, I know it may not be the fastest alg, but still, it's something. Alright, now let's move on to case 7, case 8. Okay, so here are case 7 and case 8. Now we can see a clear difference. So this is case 7, which we're gonna go first. Case 8 is just the mirrored. So let's go over case 7 first. Alright, now I'm gonna have to stand up for this one so that I can actually see through the camera a little bit more. Alright, so first of all, we see an N perm pattern. Let me just solve that. Let me just set up an N perm real quick. For reference, you can just see this N perm pattern over here. For the exception that these, you have like untwisted corners over here, or you can just, one second, think of it as a J perm, but these two corners are just twisted like so. So I'm gonna like teach you the algorithm. Bars over here, basically the bars go from right to left, and this is like an N perm or like a J perm, which I already showed you. So yeah, now we hold it from this angle and perform the algorithm. So if you know this COL algorithm where we have these two matching and these two are matching, then we basically do the algorithm and then we just transition into a soon. So yeah, R prime, U2, R prime, D prime, R, U2, R prime, D, kind of like a commutator if you want to consider it. And then instead of doing an R2 and then seeing that it's a soon, we can just regrip and then R prime, U, R prime, U, and then R, U2, R prime. Like R prime, U2, R prime, D prime, R, U2, R prime, D, regrip, transition into a soon. So faster it will look like this. So yeah, now let's get into case 8. One second, I think I did the wrong algorithm. Just give me a second. Now for case 8, You can kind of see the NB perm reference over here, just like that. Ignore the corners, look at the NB perm pattern as you can see. Or you can just think of it as another J perm, but like, yeah, okay. So an N perm reference is more easy, but I can still show you the J perm reference if you want. Let me just set up like so. So you see this reference over here for J perm, where we have these corners twisted of the finished block, and the J perm reference over here. Now that's also to make things clear for recognition. We have bars going from the left to the right instead of the right to the left. Like how do we set this up? Okay, this is case I think this is like case 7. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, okay. We have this one, we have like bars going from right to left for case I think 7. Yep, 7. And for case 8 we have bars going from left to right. Now we basically do a U2 and execute the algorithm. Now if you know this T-Zbll, just like in the previous case where we had these two matching and these two matching, instead of that we have these two matching and these two matching, and we're holding it from the front this time. Now I'm just gonna take a seat, and if you do not know this algorithm, then it goes like this, but if you do, then just do that and transition to back soon. After doing the algorithm, you're just gonna transition to back soon, R to R, D, R prime, E to R, D prime, and then regrip into back soon. So yeah, now I'm gonna show you case 8, what it would look like if it were faster. 1 second. Okay, so this is case 8. I'm gonna show you what it would look like if it were faster. Alright, now let's get into final few cases, case 9 to case 12. Okay, so for case 9 and case 10, we're gonna hold it from this is case 9, we're gonna hold it from this angle. We have the same thing going on here, but instead of having opposites, we have a small bar over here on the right side. Now if you hold it from here, it's gonna be on the left side. So we're gonna hold it from this angle for the algorithm. We have a little bar, otherwise everything's just a jumble over there. And yeah, the algorithm goes like this. So essentially what you're trying to do is take this out, commutator to put this here, U prime, and then solve the pair like this. Now one more breakdown, front pair out, transition into a commutator like R prime, D prime, R, U prime, R prime, D, R, U prime, and solve this pair. So faster it will look like this. Now let's get into case 8, which is the same recognition, but it's just mirrored. Now I'm not gonna do a lefty al cause LUD moves I don't really like at all. I'm okay with LUF, but I'm not fine with like LUD stuff. So yeah, that's pretty annoying for me at least. But for left-hand solvers, you should definitely go for D move algs, cause like I think they're pretty nice. Like for example, rotationist E perm is pretty cool. Sorry for the lock up there. Now let's get back to T-Zbll. Same recognition point, same block, but this time instead of it being on the right, it's on the left. So what we're gonna do, keep it on the right. I'm gonna try to explain it slowly because I may be going a little bit fast today. We're gonna keep this. This is the same recognition point, but instead of the block being on the right, it's on the left. So we're gonna keep this block on the right by doing a U2 for the algorithm, and then doing this algorithm. So essentially what you're gonna do is take this back right out and then transition into a commutator like this, which takes this corner from here to here, then U, and then solve this pair into the back slot. Now once you do an R prime U R2 D R prime U R D prime R prime U, well over here you could just solve it like this, but that would just cause some issues, and like you need to solve this case like this, just so you can actually get the T-Zbll done. Now let's see what it would look like if we were faster. 1 second, let's try that again. Here it goes. There we go. Now let's get into the final two cases of this video. Okay, so I think these are the final two cases of the video. If they're not, then I'll try to include more cases, but if they are, then that's gonna be for today's video. Now these are mirrors of each other. Essentially for recognition, you can line up the block so for easy recognition, this block. Now if you hold it from here, this is case 11, and yeah, so for case 11 we have this block along with opposites on the right. Now we want to keep the opposites at the front with the block obviously on the right hand side, opposites also on the right hand side, but we're going to keep them at the front like this. Alright, and then we're just gonna execute an algorithm. Now if you know this T-Zbll, if you know this algorithm, like for this case, that commutator alg, like R U R D R prime U prime R D prime R2, then it'll be pretty simple. So yeah, you just gotta go like R U prime R D R prime U prime R D prime, and it's kind of like a commutator, but instead of doing an R2, which will result in a soon, we can just do an R prime U R prime U R U2 R prime. So one more time, R U R D R prime U prime R D prime, kind of like a commutator, R prime U R prime U R U2 R prime. So calm, and then transition into soon. So faster, it'll look like this. Here goes nothing. There we go. Now let's get into the final case of today's video. Let me just set up on the other keyboard also. Now from here I had to take a seat for this one. From here, this angle, what you're gonna do is look at this bar, and you see that it's on the left hand side compared to this case, the previous case where the bar was on the right side. This is case 11, this is case 12. So case 11 had the bar at the right hand side with opposites on the right side. So 1 second, this is now case 12, which has the bar on the left hand side instead of the right hand side, and also opposites on the left side. So what we're gonna do is keep opposites on the back and execute this algorithm. So essentially, yeah, you're gonna do a, once again, actually just, if you know this commutator, it's basically like the mirror of the previous commutator, but you hold it from the back side and just kind of do a back slot version like this. So yeah, you basically do this commutator while transitioning into soon. Like before you do an R2, you're just gonna do an R U prime and then do the rest of the soon. right? So one more time, r prime u prime r prime d prime r u r prime d, which is a commutator. And then instead of doing an r2, we're just going to do an r u prime and then transition to soon like r u prime and then insert. Hopefully I explained it properly. So let me just do it one more time for the final time, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like faster, and then I'm going to end the video off there. Commutator, transition to soon. Now faster it'll look like this. Now faster, let me just stand up for this. It will look like this. Let me just try that again. Alright, now I'm gonna end the video off over here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you're actually able to understand my breakdowns of my ridiculous algs for T-Zbll. And yeah, that's it. This is gonna be Casual Cubing signing off. And remember, make sure you drop a sub and a like also. And yeah, okay, that's it. This is Casual Cubing signing off.